Hello and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host, Rob Bentley, and thanks for tuning in. On today's show, we'll talk Bulldog football after a big road win. We'll also check in with Ferris State hockey as they opened the season this past weekend, and Ferris State volleyball back-to-back home wins as well to talk about here today. We'll start first with Bulldog football and joined by head coach Tony Annese. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Rob.
Obviously, you got to be pleased. Your team went on the road this past weekend, second time this season, and got a big 38-7 win over Findlay.
Yeah, something about it. You know, Harrison sent it to me last week that our road record since I've been here is better than our home record, so pretty incredible. But yeah, very pleased. You know, Findlay's. You know, we've had times where we've had real struggles with them, and yeah, just to be 4-0 and be done with non-conference play is great. That's the best you can do. And 3 of the 4 opponents we played were you know, playoff teams last year in Division II, so very pleased about it.
Obviously, with the win, 42nd consecutive regular season victory going back to 2017. You matched the historic kind of teams from the 90s. They had a 40-0-2 mark, and nice company to be associated with.
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, I think 42-0 is better than 40-0-2. So I don't know if Brooksy and Schmitty and Ward and Billy Love and those guys would agree with that. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Obviously, as we go to the highlights, got off to a great start here in the first half on the road at Findlay this past Saturday.
Yeah, you know, we started out, you know, kicking a field goal, and Eddie's done a nice job with that last couple of weeks. So feeling good about the kicking game. And then, yeah, we had a turnover in the second possession. Carson dropped the ball. They recovered, but after that, we kind of, you know, really hit our stride.
Obviously, Findlay has been a tough place to play over the years, and they've had some good teams that have really battled you well here, especially in Ohio.
Yeah, they're always tough. You know, they're always well coached and well prepared, and they gave us 3-down defense, which is different than what we prepared for. But they had quite a few injuries on the defensive line, and so they felt like it was necessary to play 3-down, and that was a good scheme. It took us a little bit of time to adapt.
Obviously, kind of split the duties here between Evan Cummins, Carson Golker. Saw Jesse Rivera in the second half as well. Nice to kind of work all 3 quarterbacks in.
Yeah, I don't know who we're playing from one play to the next, Rob. I mean, it's just the way it's been around here, you know. Malik's getting healthy too. So, but yeah, you know, Carson was our, you know, player of the game that we stated as a program. But Evan played great too, and Jesse goes in there.
Obviously, after the turnover, you come back, you get another score. How big was that, just to be able to answer after they had stopped you down there inside the 20-yard line?
Yeah, you know, it was good. You know, we were really frustrated with the turnover, and you know, it happens. But, you know, we really got it going here. Evan got us going here on a great run play, and Carson had some great runs, and here Tyrese gets in the end zone on a jet sweep.
Obviously, we see a lot of highlights here of the offense, but the defense outstanding, especially in the first half.
Yeah, we are a defensive team. I mean, don't make any mistake about it. Like, we rely on our defense, and you know, we acted like it was a disaster because they scored a touchdown on us. But I think we've given up 15 points in the last 3 games total, and so our kids are excited about playing defense.
Obviously, Evan making a play right here, and had a chance here right at the end of the first half to extend the lead just before halftime.
We started that drive on our own 2. And so really, literally, I was like, well, let's see what we can do. Very careful and didn't want to make any mistakes, but then we scored with 14 seconds to go on a Evan to Tyrese pass for a touchdown. So great 2-minute drive. Orchestrated by Evan, and there we got 327 yards in the first half, which is really good for our offense.
There a big play from Caleb Murphy defensively here in the third quarter, able to kind of extend the lead here early on in the third period.
Yeah, you know, our defense was dominant mostly the whole game until we got up here 38-0, and then after that we weren't great, but we're playing a lot of people.
Obviously, going on the road always difficult. You've got fewer bodies to work with, but nice to work all these guys in the second half.
Yeah, that's the only difficult part about it, truthfully, is we got less bodies. And so, you know, like SWAT, you know, SWAT ends up playing offense and defense in this game just because we don't have as many bodies. And so there, CJ back-to-back plays, and he gets in the end zone here. And you know, our slots, you know, they're great athletes, you know, Marcus and CJ and Amari and amongst others, but they block so well, it's just incredible, and they take so much pride in that. We're very, very happy about that.
Obviously, solid here on special teams as well here over the course of the afternoon.
Yeah, we punted 3 times, 41-yard net. This goes down to the 1-yard line, and here that's their only touchdown of the game there early in the fourth quarter.
Obviously, going on the road, it's always a challenge. Maybe talk about the mentality your guys have had going on the road and finding a way to get a win.
Well, the word is mentality. So we don't make rationalizations for anything. So people say, "Oh, it's tough to win on the road." No, it isn't. You know, it's tough to win in bad weather. No, it isn't. You know, if you have the right mentality, you know, oh, this is a trap game. No, it isn't. So it's self-fulfilling prophecy. People use those rationalizations. I won't have it. You know, it's tough to win everywhere, anytime. You know, it's just that's the way it is. But we're not going to make excuses. We're not going to stick things in our players' heads that would cost them the right mentality. And so that's just the way we've operated.
Obviously, you get the non-conference season kind of behind you now, and you start GLIAC play on the road this week. Tough challenge going on the road to Saginaw Valley.
Yeah, you know, they've done a really nice job. Really proud of, you know, all 3 of the former assistants. You know, Sparky's undefeated up at Davenport, and, you know, Kyle's having doing really great things at Northern Michigan, and Ryan at Saginaw has really done well. Just, you know, suffered their first loss against GV, but all 3 of those guys are doing really, really well, so it's great to see.
Going on the road to face Saginaw Valley, what will it take to come away with a win in your conference opener?
Well, we need to play great defense. That should be, you know, right now our defense is #1 in the nation in our total defense and in scoring defense. So hopefully we keep that up and just manage the ball a little bit more. Last year we all got that kind of stuck in our brains still, what happened here with the 7 turnovers. And you know, we were the national champs 14-0, but Saginaw, you know, took us to overtime. So we know that they have the potential to play great football, and we just got to bring our very best.
Obviously, the month of October here, a difficult stretch here in terms of opening up conference action. How important is it to kind of take this one game at a time?
Oh, yeah, just get a good start. I don't know who we play next week, and so we play Saginaw this week, and so we just lock in on that, and you know, that's the way we've been. And you don't win significantly. You don't win without having that mentality, and that's just the way we've been.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time. Congrats on the 4-0 start, and best of luck at Saginaw Valley this weekend.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate you.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.